Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Drunks Beer Review. Today, we will be reviewing Stone Brewery. Welcome, Ty. How you doing today?
Hey, good. What's up, Ray? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I was, you know, sending out the reviews and everything, and as I was setting that up, I noticed we have some new features here on Fireside. Where if we had a YouTube channel, we could simultaneously stream on there and to Twitch, and it looks like it gives you the opportunity to add some other platforms. So that is something that I just noticed right now and seems pretty cool.
That sounds cool. I noticed they had an update like last week. Did you find out what that entailed?
I mean, I see some updates here and there, but the basically right now, if we had a Twitch account, you could be watching the same show live on if we had a Twitch channel or on YouTube. So
That's
it could
pretty
be
cool.
simulcast. That's the word I'm looking for.
That'd be
Simulcast.
good when we that'd be good when we go into like the craft breweries, huh? Like, I could see
Oh
that like
yeah,
benefiting us. Yeah.
yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
that was just something I noticed right now when the room started. It's pretty cool feature. So I thank everybody for joining in. This show is basically about working out. If you notice, it's drunks, emphasis on run, and basically it's about earning your workout beer. And today we're going to be reviewing Stone beer. Um, we let you know we have the show every 2 weeks on Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific time zone, and we let you know ahead of time what beer we're going to get. That way you can go ahead and reach it. I had to turn the TV around. That way, no NFL infringement copyrights. But the Raiders did score. I don't know if you saw that, Ty. Um,
I did. I did.
yeah.
I'm not happy with
So
that. We need more. Okay.
I mean,
You know,
it's a game
just
now. It's a game now.
it's a game. Yeah, I would have been happy with 14-0 in halftime, but 21-0 halftime got me mad. But we're good. We'll see what's up. Raiders have been a good second half team this season, surprisingly, because Raiders have never been a good second half team in the past 10 years. So let's do it. Hope for the best. But we have some working out and beer to talk about, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I got two different ones, and did you get a 6 pack or a 12 pack, or which one
I got
did
a
you get?
6 pack.
And what kind? I'm busting one right now to share and tell. So the first one that I got, it's called a Stone Scorpion Bowl IPA, and I've actually had this one before, like maybe 2 years ago, but I was already buzzed. I had a few before, so I couldn't really tell you much about it.
What's the
And then
volume on that?
this one's I believe it's a 7.5,
Okay,
and it's a punch to the stinger.
I
This
like
one
that.
they always put the can upside down, uh, and I have had this one before. Uh, they sell this in a 6 pack. This one's their double IPA, which is a Fear Movie Lions, and this one's a 8.5% alcohol. Uh, these two are like normal. I found out as I was looking at their website. They're for a San Diego brewery, and
Oh, okay.
looks like they come out with a lot of seasonal beers. So I believe you got one of those, right?
Yes, I do. I'm actually excited about this one. So this one is a seasonal beer that come out for the Halloween season, and it's called Enjoy by 10/31/21. I'm assuming last year it was called Enjoy by 10/31/20, and it's called Frighteningly Fresh. It has the infamous gargoyle on the cover, the stone infamous icon, which we've known to love, and this is 9.0 alcohol volume, I believe. Did I get that right? We talked about that, right? Let me
I
see.
looked it up real quick, and it was a 9 point,
Yeah,
maybe
9.4.
something, nine
Nine
point
point
four.
four. So that's sounds like it could be really good. The thing about alcohol volume to me, I don't know, is I like a beer that it has a good kick, but at the same time doesn't make you feel too messed up. You know, I like a beer with like it's like you can feel it, you can feel the buzz, but you're cool, you're calm, you're collective still, which I find IPAs do that. You know, Elysian is like the Space Dust. I can drink like 5, 6 of those and still feel cool, like feel get a good buzz, but I don't feel like too overwhelmingly buzzed or angry or you know what I mean. So you know how people get that alcohol induced. anger or rage.
Yeah.
I don't typically get that with IPAs, which I really enjoy. And so I'm hoping this does the same thing, or does not do the same thing. Uh,
Did
hey,
you get a chance to see why they use gargoyles? I never did, but
excuse me.
they did. You get a chance to see why Stone uses gargoyles on their all their beers?
I was about to get into paragraph and I didn't. I went as far as they thought it was pretty much just like kind of like anyone like I don't know Wu-Tang Clan or anybody that has a cool icon. They thought they've always thought the gargoyles were cool, but
Hmm.
I didn't finish reading the page. But they kind of just loved the gargoyle look. Thought it was a cool look for a beer. One thing I can say about Stone in general is in 1996, the two brewers that got together, they wanted to create something different. They were tired of the same old with Budweiser and Miller and everything having the same taste. And they were very big on America having an IPA that we can call our own and make it taste better than what it normally would taste like. They wanted like I wouldn't say California because they moved to California to start this brewery. So they wanted a United American twist to an IPA, to something that's foreign. And if anyone knows Stone, that they've been around for over 20 years, and they're kind of the forefathers of the craft beer movement. And they actually started a lot of what's going on today. Stone is of the forefront of all that. Another cool thing is the first people that bought a keg from Stone Brewery was Pizza Port, and as I'm sure you know, Pizza Port they distribute their own beer now. They were the first ones. Like Pizza Port, I always like think, damn, a pizza like. Have you seen Pizza Port? Am I?
It sounds familiar, but I
Ye-
don't recall it right off the top of my head.
yeah, they've been doing craft brews for a while. So they were the first ones to buy a keg from Stone. The first one being the Stone Ale, followed by the Stone IPA, I believe. If not, it's reversed. And those are the two first brews that came out with, and it was basically just an old traditional recipe with an American twist. So they use different hops for than they would for a standard IPA. If you can look that up, I forgot which hops they were. They're a little different than the hops that I've been used to drinking for the past whatever.
I'll see
Um,
what I can find right now. Yeah, when I didn't really have a chance to look into them too much. I know a running group that's sponsored by them, but or they basically can use their name when they run, but they don't get
oh,
any
that's cool.
perks. They don't get no beers. They don't get nothing.
Oh,
They
really?
just they just get to put arrogant bastards. So they run as the arrogant bastards, which is a
That's
cool running name.
it's a very cool running name. One thing about Arrogant Bastard, I remember when I was 20, before I turned 21, I worked at a bar. Actually, before I was 21, I worked at a bar in Upland, California, and Arrogant Bastard. That just that bottle alone, just doesn't it just stand out? They do a great job with marketing, right? When you saw Arrogant Bastard, I was like, whoa, that's a little intimidating. Hey, what are you drinking, right? And then they came out with a double bastard.
Yeah, before when IPAs weren't that popular, and if a liquor store did sell an IPA, it was usually some sort of arrogant bastard. Uh,
First one I remember, the first one I know of that hit, at least Southern California. They've
yeah.
been around for a long time.
So, are you are you still living abroad right now?
I am. I
All
am.
right. So Ty is the co-host here on Drunks, and he had some issues at his house, and so right now he's been living at a very nice hotel for a while. And oh, you got the glass. You
I
pulled
do. I
that
have to
off.
do everything. I come prepared.
Are you still
Uh,
outdoors? Still doing the show outdoors for now?
I'm by the pool. I'm poolside
Nice, nice.
right now.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Yeah, I'm poolside. So you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
nice.
got. I have my own private gym right here too. I say private because even the pool right now, it could be Saturday night and there will be no one here. It's a really, really, really chill spot. At the gym, I go in there. I can just do what my thing. They have a pretty decent weight set, and it gets the job done.
So as I flavor this beer, we haven't even talked about working out. Did you get a chance to work out today?
I did, Ray. I did actually. I know you know. I'm not sure if the viewers that we had in the past are here, but I've been off because of my bad knee. Right, I haven't been running. I've been doing elliptical, and I've been seeing a physical therapist. So I saw my physical therapist last Thursday, I believe, and I went on a treadmill. They wanted they actually videotaped how old school. They recorded my movement and seeing what's wrong with seeing how my knee and my hamstring was affected by it. I'm sure it's just because of me the imbalance of my normal running. Just my normal routine, my normal way of running has been thrown off. So it continued upwards. So they're kind of seeing like trying to like position pinpoint like what's affecting my run or because they say I can run perfectly. Anyway, I'm running really good right now. I feel like 70%, and I went for a run that day, and I went for a run today, and I feel my run was about 80%. I did try to sprint, and I did well with my sprint. Um, I was kind of taking it easy, so I only did like 10-minute miles. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy to be back, and it's not like just because I didn't run, I don't work out because we have no days off. We earn our beers, like we say on the show, and I've been working out hard. But the running thing, oh my god, bro, I'm so happy to be running again. It's just like night and day. Like I need to have a run in to feel like 100. So
Well,
yeah, your advice worked out. Their advice is working out. I've been doing my stretches. I've been doing different things. I've been using resistance bands and been doing my thing.
since you mentioned the physical therapist, let me go ahead and do a shameless plug here. I will be having a physical therapist, Dr. Sarah, this Thursday on my other show here on Fireside at 6 p.m. Pacific Time Zone called Athletic Definition. So be sure to tune in for that. She's a runner. She's a local from here. She's OC.
Okay.
So she if you need some sort of repair, I recommend her. Uh,
What day?
this Thursday, 6 p.m.
I am off.
Yeah, so if you can
Okay.
join in.
I'll
Uh,
have. I'm gonna join in with a bunch of questions. Awesome. That sounds really good. It sounds perfect timing.
and then let me give a little description of the beer that I'm trying right here, and then I'll tell you about my workout here. So the beer that I'm having, I'm on their website. It says it's available in 19.2 ounces, which is the can right here. It is available in a 6 pack, 22 ounce, and a draft. Uh, it's vegan according to it. It's been out
It,
since 2018.
hey Ray.
Uh huh.
Just in case anybody want to know, it's 14:21 right now.
Yeah, fourth quarter with 13:45 to go.
Plenty of football left. Awesome.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah,
excuse me.
but I'm. We'll talk a little bit more football, but uh, overall, this beer right here, it doesn't have any like strong hoppy flavor, which I'm not a big fan of, and none of the taste is like very like overwhelming. Like, and as far as like a bitter, it's just a smooth beer overall. I don't know with the name. I keep thinking of punch, or because it's called a punch to the stinger. I keep thinking it's like some sort of fruit flavored punch
Oh, I
beer.
wouldn't think so. I'm thinking more it's like a punch, like it creeps up on you, right? Like a
Yeah, I
creeper
mean
beer.
it's a 7.5 overall. I do like the beer. It, it's just not like I said overwhelming as far as like a bitter or anything like that. I would recommend this beer. It's a
You would
good
drink
one.
it? You would order it?
Yeah, I would definitely get this one again.
What
And
other
pretty much,
Stone brews have you tried? Is there a Stone beer
actually,
in
I've tried
particular
quite
that
a
you like?
few. I've tried
I,
quite a
I
few.
I'll tell you about my favorite one that I've had recently. When I went to SeaWorld a month or so ago, I had the Tangerine Express, and
Yeah,
that
I
is
was gonna mention that one.
a really good IPA.
Actually, I think I
Great.
could. Let's see if that shows. Can you see that?
Not clearly.
No.
There's
All
a little
right.
glare. Maybe turn off a
So
lighter. So,
yeah, that's the Stone IPA. This is like it's like a lime flavored one. It doesn't even have like a. It doesn't have like a like a strong flavor. I've had this one; it's strong. That's the tangerine you're talking about. This is the
That's good.
next one we're having. The
I'm curious
hazy,
about that one.
I have not had this one. Trying this one right now. I've never had that one.
What is the one right there with the turquoise and the yellow?
That's a phantom.
Phantom.
But
Never heard of that. What is that?
but look, if you look up here, they
Huh.
also have that one you're mentioning.
Uh huh.
That one, which is seasonal as well. They got this collaboration, and then they got this, and already I'm not into any sort of like seltzer beer at all. Or
Oh, they're doing the seltzer thing as well, huh?
I mean, they
Everybody.
have to. They have to.
Yeah, yeah. You got to
I
keep up.
understand.
I
I'm
understand too.
not.
Actually,
Yeah.
as runners, I'm surprised that we're not more into it. Maybe we're just too diehard, beer guys. But as runners, it's like a really good move, calorie wise, right? Stick to seltzer alcohol versus, you know,
I
the
mean, if you're,
heaviness of beer.
yeah, if you're doing like I feel that if you do a marathon, the beer garden should have beer. I mean, if you don't deserve a beer after 26.2 miles, and maybe
Yeah,
like I'll pass on the seltzer alcoholic still.
that's a good point. At a marathon, they shouldn't have seltzer. Seltzer should be on your typical regular workout regime week where you want to have a couple something just after a workout. I can see the salsa water thing. I haven't bought into it yet, but I get it.
Oh, it's
I get
very
it.
popular. It's
Yeah,
very.
yeah.
It's just not my thing. And then
I, I'm with you.
as far as working out, I did not work out today. Today is my rest day. I've been training really hard this past week, getting ready for
Yes, you
LA
have, bro.
Marathon. Um, Trying to every run I do is at least 10 miles or longer,
I
and
noticed that, and this is something that I haven't seen you do that consistent. At least from just a social media aspect of it. Yeah, you've been on it. You've been on your grind. How
yeah, and
you
then
feel?
I've been adding on my the other tools I talk about, the slant board, the tibialis bar, and I'm trying to beat father time. I want to be like Tom Brady. Uh,
For
I
sure.
started running over 15 years ago, like races officially, and if I could get my best time ever in 15 years, then that's a that's a win for me. So I'm going for the PR. I'm going for this November 7th, which is like what, a little bit under a month.
Is that your goal to PR yourself?
Oh yeah, to
And
PR.
you're a sub four, right?
Yeah, I want to hit like maybe 3 hours and 50 minutes, something like that.
350.
Yeah,
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
yeah. I mean, if I could do more, I'll definitely go for it. But at least 350. That's what I'm going for. And overall,
That's
it's
awesome, bro. Mm.
pretty good. Now it's just about maintaining. I would say the hardest work has been done already. Now it's just you still go, but you're not gonna do. I need to get one more long run in, maybe an 18 miler, 20 miler in,
You have till
and
November. You're definitely gonna have a couple long runs, right? Yeah.
yeah. But if you want peak performance, it's like it's it's almost like, man, maybe it was here on Fireside on the show earlier. I heard it, but or you're only as good as your last 3 months. So your results for the marathon aren't going to be this last month of what you're doing. It's going to be like the last 3 months, what you've done to build up to the marathon or to whatever event you're doing. Because in 1 month you're not doing anything. I mean, you are, but you're not. Just
Mhm.
kind of depends on how you want to look at it. Like, if you haven't worked out at all, you're doing what you need to do to finish. If
That makes sense. Okay, so
But if you're
let me
going
see.
for peak
Yeah.
time, peak performance, it's not.
That makes sense. So meaning 3 months ago, if I wasn't working out at all, but now I'm going die hard this month just to prepare for something next month, I'm not going to get these crazy results. And at the same time, me going die hard a month ago doesn't that dictates how I'm going to be today. As in, I went die hard, so I already earned it. I'm earning it now, and this is what it is. So that's what you're going to be. You're going to be as successful as you were a month ago, or unsuccessful. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Uh, Pretty much, it's like the work that you're putting in today is going to be depending on the event you're doing and the peak performance you want to achieve will be the results. But it won't be like a month from now. You know, it takes time to see adaptation in the muscles and you know, for you to develop your techniques. So if you're and it's really hard for me to say because I'm the king of doing that. You know, like, oh, there's a marathon, let's sign up, let's just run it, no training. You know, so for me, for this to come out of my mouth is like, you know, I almost want to not say it, but that the reality, if you want to do peak performance, you know, that's why you only see like a Olympic or professional marathoners only do 2 to 3 marathons a year because your body can only have maybe 3 peak performances, at least in running marathons a year,
Yep.
not more than that.
So that being said, Ray, I was going to ask you this question. You kind of like you talked about it a little bit. How more are you preparing for this than you ever have in any other marathon? Is this something are you doing something different because your knowledge, because you know more about the training process, the healing process, the you know you're doing so much with educating yourself because you're becoming a top level trainer. Are you approaching this completely different than you ever have, and this is something very different to you, or is it just kind of a little step up?
No, I'm bringing it completely different. At the same time, I I feel that, you know, no matter what, none of us are, well, at least the people I'm dealing with, we're not professional athletes, so life gets in the way. We all have to deal with life, and that's why I don't just really give out any sort of just general workout. Everything to me is customized because then you come back to me and be like, well, you know what, my wife, my kids, this happened, I had to work overtime, and maybe you didn't get to do what you were supposed to do, you know, but you did what you did. And you know, there's a couple ways you can go about it. You could either try and double it up and then be so sore that you don't do any of the other workouts, or you could just be like, okay, we need to make adjustments to the following weeks, you know, because of this happened, you know. And I, with life, I sure I definitely feel I could have done more, but yeah, just mentally, physically, the experience I've had, and all the knowledge that I acquired, I'm I'm not just doing one thing. And if anyone asks me about any working out or losing weight, I think everybody should know by now it's not one thing. It's not going to be oh, well, I took this diet pill and that's it, or I
Oh,
lifted weights or that's it, or I ran and that's it. No, you got to do weights, you got to do cardio, you got to try eat right, you got to, it's a combination, you know.
for
So
sure,
everything I'm doing is a combination of things. It's not I and if I do PR, I'm not going to be like, well, it was this for sure or it was that for sure. It was a collaboration of everything I do.
for sure of everything. Yeah. So, I've never asked you this. I don't think, or I may have. Do you supplement at all? Like, what's your normal? Do you do a multivitamin, fish oil, vitamin V, vitamin C because of the pandemic? Before the pandemic, are you doing anything because of the pandemic, or what do you do as far as that supplements, or you get all your nutrition from your food? And I'm gonna try
Uh,
this drink while you speak.
yeah, yeah, and I want to know, get your opinion on it. But no, I don't do any sort of supplements at the moment. Um, I used to listen to this guy a lot, not anymore, just because of time. His name's Ben Greenfield, and he likes to use his body as like a human experiment, always just doing crazy fitness stuff. Um, and one time he was talking about just products, and he's like the first guy that kind of turned me on to the idea, and then I looked onto it. But basically, any sort of protein, whey protein, anything you buy, most likely it's not made in the United States. It's most likely made in another country, and they
Mm,
use like giant batters, like taller than me,
mm,
giant sized rooms, and let's say one of them's supposed to be whey protein and it's supposed to have these measurements. Well, over there they don't have the like FDA, Food and Drug Administration, or health inspections or whatever that means, you know, to you here if you live in the US. But they don't have people to go make sure that those giant batters are cleaned properly. And they do make batches with steroids and they make batches with other things. And if they don't clean it, then you're getting steroids in your whey protein. And you're like, that's why
mm,
if most of the products I can GNC, which in the United States is like a vitamin shop. Uh, you can't use those products. If you go to the UFC website, they have Husada, and most
Hmm.
of the products on there are banned because they're not pure. So there's like, I think like maybe three companies that do separate testing of their products. I couldn't tell you the names right now, but
Okay.
then you can be sure that what you're getting is actually on that label.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just think you're getting that, but you don't really know, you know? Like, oh, man, who was that? Silva bought those like energy packs or whatever, or oh, I think he bought supposedly like the Viagra at 7-Eleven. Well, there was a steroid in it, and then he got popped dirty at UFC. So,
Really?
yeah, because over there, you just got to be careful with ingredients. And there are certain companies. I should probably do a show on that, look it up so I
So
could
you're
tell
saying there was
people
like a
pure.
fake Viagra, like a boner pill, basically, that UFC fighter tested positive
Yeah,
for
Andrei
performance
Silva.
enhancement drugs?
You don't remember Andrei Silva tested positive
Well,
for
yeah.
that?
Was that something? Was that I didn't know that was the
That's what he
reason why.
claimed. He said he went into like a 7-Eleven to get some sort of like
Okay,
boner
I
pills.
didn't catch that part of it.
And then it had when they tested it, it had steroid basically. So
That
that's where
makes
he's claiming he got it, that he didn't purposely take a steroid, you know?
crazy, crazy. Do you
I
see the
mean,
lightning behind me? By the way, have you seen it this
no,
whole time?
I
Yeah,
didn't.
it's going on like crazy.
And
Speaking of
just to
which,
let you know, let's get a
same
score
score.
update. It is 21-14 Los Angeles Chargers with 7:39 to go in the fourth quarter.
Whose
And
ball?
the Chargers have the ball.
Well,
You
the
know,
defense showed up in the second half. I'm glad to see the Raiders defense showed up this half.
I wanted to say that this division definitely interesting. I think the weakest link in that division is probably Denver.
And
Uh,
they're not too shabby. They're three and
well, I
one.
mean, yeah, they
They
lost Teddy
played they played
Bridgewater
shitty teams
yesterday.
though.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
The Chargers, they have really good young talent, but they're so young. They need time still because they almost blew that game to the KC with that illegal shift twice, and then
Yeah.
the week before they lost the game because of that too. So I'm like,
Exactly.
this coach is like kind of new, and then young players with a
This
lot of
coach
talent.
is. I just actually, but because of the big game delay, excuse me, because of the game delay, they were talking about the coach, and he came off. He was an offensive coach and a defensive coach before he was the coach, and so he knows both sides of the brain. And what he's doing, like the decisions that he's made in the last two games, kind of like sporadic, kind of just impulsive moves that kind of work today. And I'm kind of they're as a football fan, Raider Nation all day. That coach, he's showing a lot of poise and a lot of good direction to the how football is going to be played in 2021. He's taking chances, definitely
And I
taking
think
chances.
that division is going to be good with Los Angeles Chargers, up and coming young team, the Raiders as well, and KC. Denver's the weak one, so that's a tough division right there already.
It's a weird
So,
division when KC's 2-2. They're the worst in the division right now. KC, the
uh,
champions.
oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's a
So
strong
give us
division.
a give us your take on that beer.
This beer is really good. There's something I know it didn't describe it. I'm not sure, but there's something creamy or sweet about it that I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm not a fan of necessarily, but I didn't expect it. I thought it'd be more. It's not hoppy at all. One for a 9.4, it's very drinkable, but there's something. What is it? It's not a spice. It's like a sweetness. It's a sweetness that's kind of throwing me off. I'm gonna drink the whole thing. I'll probably drink the whole six pack, but
It's funny you mentioned that because maybe because my taste is already acquired to an IPA.
mhm.
This doesn't have a 7.5 strong flavor. It has a more like a regular type of beer flavor.
Okay,
So yeah, that's interesting. But
that could be good. Yeah, it's definitely not overwhelming. It's drinkable. It is drinkable, but I'm not sure if I would order it, to be honest.
Hmm. And that's funny because I've never actually seen that one. That's but a
Every
nine
from
point four.
my liquor store guy said that it came out every year. Again, this one's called Enjoy by 10/31/21. So I'm assuming last year was called Enjoy by 10/31/20, and however and previous years was minus it by a year, and it's pretty cool. This is obviously their. It doesn't seem like it's their Halloween beer, but maybe their October beer, maybe their Oktoberfest IPA. You know, it's it's good, but I've had better IPAs, and I can't brag about it.
And that is
Is
a
that fair?
perfect
Yeah.
segue into our next show since we have it every 2 weeks. We
Mm.
will only have one more show this month, uh, which will be October 18th. And because Halloween is that's the nearest it'll be, that's gonna be our Halloween edition. And we were gonna get some Halloween special edition beer. So I think you found some.
Did you see it?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I did not. No.
crazy. Yeah.
Well, what is the name of the Halloween special edition beer you were looking at?
I was thinking about because I'll be at Disneyland
Uh huh.
in 2 weeks, right? And so, the Halloween beer. I'm not sure what the Halloween beer name is. Yeah, we have to figure that
Oh,
out. But
okay.
no, yeah, yeah. We're talking about Disneyland, right?
But are you talking like let's get some sort of like pumpkin flavored beer?
I think I'm down for that. Can you meet me in downtown Disney? Can we do it
Hmm.
together for the first
You,
time?
that would be cool. The only thing I haven't figured out is mics at the same time and feedback. I know there's a guy on Fireside who has a show about that, and I'm gonna
Okay,
have to talk to him. But yeah, you know,
even if it's across the
there,
table.
that's what I don't know.
Hmm.
That might be enough space, not to get that reverb.
Yeah,
That echo.
because we can do
But
the Halloween. We can level up on the Halloween thing. Like we can do you know, I guess we can't do the Haunted Mansion then because I can't be at Disneyland with the beer. There's actually two places at Disneyland you can drink beer at now, and I have access to both
what
now.
do you mean?
Before Disneyland, you could never have drinks in Disneyland. When they opened California Adventure, which is next to Disneyland, you can drink there. But
But not walking around or just in a certain bar.
no, like there's no places that serve alcohol at Disneyland
No, no,
back
I know,
then.
but when you're saying you can get like beer and you can walk around California Adventure,
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't
like
know
Vegas, man,
exactly.
I haven't been there in so long. I
I
don't
gotta
even know if
take
they were
you. I
selling
gotta.
beer back then.
We're gonna have to take. You can come. You're gonna come with the family. You're gonna have a good time. Yeah, because we start off at California Adventure, and the cool thing about going to Disneyland, people, is you get your 30,000 steps in. Like you don't have to worry about your workout. You're gonna be walking. So you start off at California Adventure. You get your beers in, and then you kick it there for a couple. They have great rides. They have soaring over California, which is cool. Um, they have the new one, which is Gardens of the Galaxy, which is the thrill ride. They have a couple roller coasters. Then you go to Disneyland and you buzz. And you go to Disneyland and you're in the magical kingdom and you chill with the buzz.
And they sell alcohol there too now
Where
in Disneyland.
in Disneyland they sell alcohol. Do you remember Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Do you remember Star? You know that they have a Star Wars land. It's called Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland now.
Mm,
They have two
no.
rides in the Star Wars world in Disneyland. You can actually go to the cantina. It's called Olga's Cantina. That
Oh,
it's a replication of the Return of the Jedi bar
I've
scene.
seen people drinking there on like
Yes,
Instagram stories.
yeah, you
Yeah.
could drink there. You could drink there. You have to get a reservation, and you can also drink at two restaurants. One, the Pirates of the Caribbean one, that's inside Pirates of the Caribbean that we were talking about earlier, off camera, and another one, I believe, which is pretty cool. And it's pretty cool because Disneyland hosts one of the best half marathons in Southern California, right? That I've never been able to go to.
Allegedly. You know how I feel
Allegedly, the
about
one of the best,
Disneyland races.
right?
Well, let me do a quick score update. Raiders have the ball. Los Angeles Chargers are up 28-14 in the fourth quarter with 4:24 left.
Same score.
And
That Raiders defense held. Okay, good.
no, they scored. They scored.
Oh,
Charger.
28. I thought
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said okay, 28. Oh,
yeah.
no bueno. Okay,
It's all right. Uh, my Niners lost too. It was
twice in a row.
yeah, it was interesting. Jimmy G got hurt, and I know everybody wanted to see the young quarterback Trey. I forget it, Lance. What's his name?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, he
yeah.
he has lots of potential, but I'd rather let him sit back behind Jimmy G for a while.
I, did
It's
the,
tough in the NFL to be a quarterback,
oh, it
especially just
is. It
come
is.
out of
Yeah.
rookie. A lot of top guys don't make it. Uh, I remember Vince Young. He won a national
Yeah, it was
championship, and then
that Green Bay
rookie of the
game back.
year,
Yeah.
and then
Huh?
he's out. He went from a national champion to rookie of the year to being out of the NFL because he couldn't handle the booing.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
he had never been booed in his life before, and it really got to him. That
Wow.
if you're in high school, like if you're in junior high, you're the shit. In high school, you're the shit. In college, you're the shit. Then you get to the pros, and everybody's fast. Everybody has an arm.
That's how it
Everybody
is.
this,
You ain't
you know.
shit.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
people start booing you, the fans.
Wait, hold on.
So
Give me a minute, guys. Talk about
I will
Stone.
carry on.
Okay.
All right. So while we're talking here, let me do a quick score update. Looks like the Raiders are possibly gonna score here. And to everybody listening in, as I mentioned, this is called Drunk's Beer Review. Today we are reviewing Stone's beer. I have one more beer that I'm going to pull out a different flavor and give it a review. One of my friends told me that Stone beer never gives you a hangover. I don't know if it's true or not. Uh, I've been really cutting back on the beer because of all the training I've been doing. This November 7th, I will be going for my 15th consecutive Los Angeles Marathon, and I'm actually thinking about probably doing a show just regarding that. Showing all the different. Oh man, I have so many videos and pictures, which is kind of hard to do. But one thing that I could probably show easily on camera is the medals that I've earned through the 15 years. So I have like 15 years of different medals for the LA Marathon. After 10 years straight, they give you a title calling you an LA Loyal. So I got the LA Loyal special medal earned, and this little pin right here, you earn it after I think 5 years of running it consecutively. And if you've run a marathon since the very beginning of it, it started, and you're considered a legacy runner. In Los Angeles Marathon, that one started in I believe 1984. It was like a tribute to the Los Angeles Marathon Olympics. The Olympics were coming to Los Angeles, and it was like a tribute to it. And then it just kept going every year after that. So I believe there's maybe about 200 people left that are legacy runners. Most of them are now in their 60s and 70s. And when you see their stories, it's not that easy to just continue doing something, through like, geez, LA Marathon has been going on, I think now 30 some years. So let's see if it even says on here. No, it doesn't sound. Yeah, 35 years. So in 35 years, some of the people on there, I was watching some of their stories. They've gone through deaths, uh, family births. One of them has HIV and is a current legacy runner for Los Angeles Marathon. So there's a lot of different interesting stories, and it is not easy to do something over and over and over again, year after year. A lot of work and dedication has to go into it. And
Did you
I
see that?
saw that light. I saw that one.
Ah, you saw it.
I saw that lightning.
Yeah,
Wow.
all day, bro.
Has it been raining in your area?
Yeah, just a sprinkling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I I don't think I had any rain at all, but I went outside real quick, and that's about it. It was kind of weird weather today because it was supposed to be like close to 90, and it was kind of like overcast,
It
felt a
was
little
definitely
humid,
overcast.
a little
Little muggy.
a little Miami.
Yeah, little Miami. Definitely little Miami.
Little,
I've never been to Miami. Just I've only heard that.
oh,
But yeah.
Miami, Chico, yeah. All right. So let's see. 2:19 to go, 28-14. Looks like it's gonna stay that way.
219. Oh,
Yeah, 219 to go. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna get any better for your Raiders. But 3-1 is good, and that's off to an excellent start.
3-1's the best right now. There's no one that's undefeated anymore.
Especially considering that they played
Played
some
good
tough
teams.
teams. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
the thing is, okay, and Chargers aren't. They're no slouches
Wait,
and
there's
everything.
nobody undefeated. There has to be
Nobody,
one team. Nobody.
nobody, nobody.
Oh wow,
There's not. It
interesting.
would have been the Raiders tonight. It would have been epic, but it's not.
But
All good. I'd rather talk about running right now because I'm more excited about running than the Raiders right now. Um, I'm excited about you're training for 3 marathons in 3 days, correct?
no, no. I
Or three?
was that actually would be next week. But
Oh,
due to all these fires in Lake Tahoe, um,
oh,
they
you
had
didn't
to
talk to me
move.
about that. Yeah.
Well, because the emails keep changing, from the race director.
Oh, okay, really?
So
So when
if
when
people
when,
could
when was it official?
see, these are my 3 medals for running around Lake Tahoe in 3 days. And so you run a marathon on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday. I got to do that back in 2019, and it was the toughest thing I've done to date. And so I wanted to go back to back and do it. And then COVID happened, and they didn't allow me to do it. So then I said,
Last
that's
year.
okay. If I don't do back to back, I'm going to do it this year. And so then I was going this year, like I said, registered for next week. And then due to the fires, they changed the race to Halloween weekend. I can't make it on Halloween weekend. You know, you got to change your reservations and everything, your flights. And so I couldn't make
Wow.
it. Yeah. At least for me, I'm not a local in Lake Tahoe. I'm in Southern California. So I had to defer it to 2022 now. So I will not be returning till next year. Along with many other races, I had to defer.
Oh, so you're just going die hard to go die hard right now?
Well, no, this one's for Los Angeles
You
Marathon,
doing the LA marathon? Oh, so you plan on
which
PRing at the LA marathon? I didn't catch that part.
yeah, because
That's a
so
hard race to PR on.
LA Marathon was my first marathon I ever did. It popped my cherry, and
First,
uh,
second, third, fourth, fifth, right?
no, I did Long Beach second.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, the tough
The
part about Los Angeles Marathon is there's about 20,000 participant plus in the beginning. So just picture like this with people
mm,
all around you. It may be different this year due to COVID,
I
but
don't think so.
it's jam packed to start. Maybe they'll do more waves, who knows? But so when you're running, you got to do a lot of. You can't just run in a straight line. You got to go like this, curving around. So because you're curving around, you're losing time. You know, then instead of running a straight line, that I would say is the only difficult part to
The
get a
first
PR
mile, but the first two
because
miles, like maybe the first 2 miles.
overall, I'm gonna say the running community has good. Uh, I would say like respect for the other runners, and what they do is they have waves. So if you're gonna run a 9 minute mile, you line up here, 10 minute, 11, and you go in order. But there's people that know that are slower than the 9 minute mile and want to start in the 9 minute wave so that they can get a head start. And all they do is cause traffic and get in your way. And so those are the
Uh,
uncourteous people that try to jump the line and just basically are just clogging up because now you're running and all they're doing is just basically walking or speed walking. Which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying know your pace and stay in your wave. That way you don't get in the way of people trying to beat their own records.
I would
You
think
know,
they're naive to that versus
some
like
of them are,
being
and some of
yeah
them aren't.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah.
And so yeah, I'm gonna try and PR on a LA
That's dope.
marathon.
If you try to if you because what is your PR on? What is your personal best? What race?
Uh, OC marathon.
OC. Was it a pretty
Yeah,
generally a flat course?
OC marathon is not bad overall. Yeah,
What
which
beach in OC does it?
an OC. So this year I happen to be the ambassador for the OC marathon. So in
Oh, do
case
tell,
you
do tell. Mhm.
In case you want to do the OC Marathon this year, which is also November 7th, or next year, you can use my code RayRuns10, and that'll get you 10% off any of the race distance you want, 5K, 10K. Oh, no, I don't think they have a 10K. 5K, half marathon, and marathon.
Okay.
Uh, you run through Costa Mesa, you run through Santa Ana, you run
The city or
through.
the or just along the beach?
I can't remember all of them right now,
You
but
do. Did you just like? Was it like Ventura, where you just ran the beach, or did you run the city?
when you say Ventura, you're
Because
talking
that's
Ventura
what we
Marathon, or
did in
you're talking.
2019.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was a like seaside marathon
that was the
in
seaside.
Ventura, because
So the one you're talking about, it's not seaside. It's like the city,
the one,
the
uh,
OC,
the
Costa
one, it,
Mesa.
the one, yeah, it goes through like four major cities in,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah, like four. It ends in the Orange County Fairground. I saw that one. It ends in the Orange County Fairground, and you start up in some really nice baller cities. And as you're there's this one street, I wish I knew the name, but as you're running up, you just see the clear view of the ocean. And you make a right, and then there's all these really, really, really nice, expensive houses right there. You're like ballers.
They're full of them. Yeah, hey, Kobe
Yeah.
used to live out there,
Yes. Yeah. He
or
did. He
or
did.
his house is still there. Obviously,
Yeah.
rest in peace, Kobe.
But it's a good one.
Yeah, I was. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. I want a cool flat one. Like I know that you done the Santa Clarita, right?
I did that one. Yeah.
Do we have Californian like the? Do you know if any of our listeners are from California that it can actually like could benefit from talking about good races in California?
Uh, I'm not
Or do
sure.
we,
Well, actually, when I so on Fireside, I have to look at the stats, but on the podcast, yeah, there's a lot of California listeners.
okay,
Also,
cool. Yeah.
uh,
So my PR is in Santa Clarita. Would you recommend that? It's kind of a boring race, but I love the openness and the exclusivity. Exclusive,
exclusivity.
exclusivity. There's one more. Sorry, yeah.
So
I'll
there's
get
certain
from there.
races that are going to become like that, and those are the ones that I kind of like. Like Carlsbad this year is gonna they're gonna cap it at 1,000 people, probably because of
That's
COVID.
nice. I like that.
Uh, OC Marathon, it's not like LA Marathon. Most of the runners are half marathoners. So if you're gonna run a marathon, it's maybe up to 3,000 people.
Yeah.
So there's no fighting in the beginning of the race. It's just go.
The half marathoners don't run with the marathoners in the beginning.
I don't remember. I don't think
Okay.
so. I don't. I think you start separately.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
So you plan on doing a 350?
yeah, I want to say faster, but I'm gonna stick to 350 for
I
now.
like that.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Me be coming from a 428 being my fastest. You inspire me. That's
Well, the
awesome.
fastest I've ever done in Los Angeles Marathon is I think 4 hours 7 minutes or four
Oh,
hours
really?
8 minutes,
My
and
fastest LA marathon was 5.
that was maybe like 10 years ago, and you were
Your
with me that
fastest?
that at that
Yeah.
time. I
Your
think you
worst
were.
marathon?
Well, so I don't know. I used to DJ. I pretty much
Are you
retired because
asking
of
me to remember
COVID.
the time that you had your bad marathon?
That was my
Oh, because
best
I
time,
remember
and
that time.
yeah, yeah. We were partying hard.
Yes,
I
I
was
remember that
DJing.
time
We
because
didn't
me and
sleep.
me and me and our friend, we were like, where the hell is Ray? Because it's Ray. There's no way he's behind that long, and it was raining
No,
like crazy. Remember the storm?
no. That's a different one. I'm
Oh,
talking.
oh,
I'm talking about when I DJ'd till like 4 in the morning. Didn't sleep.
oh. We were yeah.
Partying the whole
They
time.
dropped us off at the Dodger gate right there in the front. And we
Yeah,
walked up.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the
I think we're
2011.
drinking Pacificos, right? A case of Pacificos,
Yep, that
right,
was a
right, right,
horrible
or
experience
Modelo's,
too.
whatever.
The rain was horrible. That was my worst.
That was crazy. Yeah, we did it. We did it big. We always did it big though. What runners need carbs?
So now, as you're sipping on that beer more, has your opinion changed? You wouldn't buy it again next season?
I would, if I were to choose a Stone, I would choose a Tangerine Express still.
Mm.
Yeah. Would I buy it next season? Maybe. I'd like to see if they have a more closer to Halloween beer, like a pumpkin one.
And they don't. Not from what I saw, at
No, I don't think
least.
so. But you didn't even see this one in their arsenal, right?
Uh, just on the website. I looks like
You
the
saw this
final
one on their
score is
website.
28-14.
This one came out 2014.
No, I said the.
Oh,
Let's see. Go ahead. I'm just kind of reading. Let's see. John put, "What's the stories are y'all reviewing?" Oh, okay. So, John just joined us. Welcome, John. Haven't seen you for a while, and thank you everybody else listening in today in the
is that
audience.
John? John?
Yeah, we are drinking the Stone. Ty is drinking the
I'm
special
drinking
edition
this.
one.
This is a October special. It's called Enjoy by 10/31/21. Last year it was called Enjoy by 10/31/20, and on and on. I believe they had it for a few years. It's a hazy IPA, 9.4 alcohol volume.
And I'm drinking the Stone Scorpion Bowl IPA, which is a 7.5. And it's pretty good overall. I'm just about done, and I'm about to break open the FML, which
Oh, you
stands
haven't
for
done
like
that yet?
Fear Movie Lion or something.
Yeah, yeah. Fear of a Moving Lion. That I love the title of that. That's like so cool. It sounds like a Rage Against the Machine, like exactly that Rocha has a. Oh yeah, my bad. Because he had a band called Walk as a Lion.
And John is now on the stage. Welcome, John. We haven't seen you for a minute.
Oh, my brothers, how are y'all doing? It's
Oh,
so good
that
to hear your
voice. Oh,
voices.
how I
It's
missed that
been
voice.
I miss y'all's too, man. How y'all doing?
We're good, man. Just drinking beer, not enjoying this Raider game. How you doing?
I am I am now actually to the point that I can drink beer responsibly again and not have it affect me. So, in a negative sense. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I kind of understand what you're saying. Let me ask you. Let me start out. I don't want to. We'll talk about that in the green room. First of all, John,
I'm all
miss you,
good.
brother. Miss you, and glad you're back.
I missed you guys too, man. I
One
really
thing I
have.
want to tell you: my go-to beer now is Elysian Space Dust.
It is kind of it's kind of like once you develop your palate, it really does kind of
It makes
become
sense, dude. I spit out
right.
nasty beer now that I used to
Yes,
drink on the regular. I spit
yeah.
it out like, oh no, this is not good.
And what's so amazing about Space Dust in particular is it definitely has an high ABV, but it doesn't have that incredibly bitter back end of what you would refer to as an IPA. You know
It's super drinkable and it's an enjoyable beer. I can have it at the
exactly.
restaurants, and like you said, it's readily available. I can get it at Walmart.
Yeah,
Not all bars have it because a lot of times I have to settle for Lagunitas IPA, and it's pretty
very
good.
true. Yeah.
But enough bars, Ray, for instance, I'm not sure, Johnny, you probably don't have them, but I was at what's the Mexican restaurant, Al Pescador. Al
El
Pescador,
Pescador. El
yeah,
Pescador.
Al Pescador. They had Space Dust.
Oh,
Really?
really? I haven't been to there
Yeah,
for a long
usually
time.
Mexican restaurants they only have like maybe Bud Light, Budweiser,
Uh,
Modelo, Dos Equis, but they had Space Dust, and I was super happy. Hey, Space Dust and Mexican food. Oh my God, great combination.
You know what? Actually, I gotta admit that's pretty accurate. Because, like you know me, I'm fucking obsessed with American South American food, Mexican, anything south of the border, like Argentinian food, and each Peruvian. Honest to God, that's my shit. I
Okay,
lose my mind over Peruvian food.
what the fuck? Okay, excuse me. I have two Peruvian restaurants in Upland, the surrounding cities. I never had Peruvian food. My wife hasn't either, being Mexican.
what?
What do I order? We'll talk about it on the green. I'm gonna order from them like tomorrow.
Uh, all right. So shoot, super short answer, and I really want to hear anybody else's response to this
Fear
as
Movie
well.
Lion. It's a
Yeah.
Ooh.
movie. Excuse me, John.
No,
Ray
no,
was
no.
ordering his beer.
Oh, no, no, no.
Fear
Yeah.
Movie Lion.
But I do want to hear what John has to say because
Me too.
I've had some Peruvian food, and it was made by a Peruvian, and I don't know the name, but it was some sort of like fries
But
on top of
this
steak.
is about beer, so we'll talk about Peruvian food in the green room
Ah,
afterwards.
But
So
yeah, we will in the green room. I want to talk
yeah,
to you guys. Stay for the green room, John.
yeah, I will.
Miss you, brother. It says Fear movie lion
it
movie.
says FML, which should be like fuck my life, but
Yes,
yeah, it's a double IPA, and I will read you what the website says. It
it says Fear movie
says,
lion though. Movie lion.
yeah, I know,
What does that
hazy
mean?
double IPA. I have no idea. The flavor profile is a fresh squeezed fruit juice, strawberry, blueberry, grapes, and a hint of white sage. Appearance: opie, musty gold with a fluffy white head. It is vegan. It was released on June 4th, 2018. And it is sold in a 6 pack of 16 ounces, a 19 ounce, or draft. I've had the 6 pack.
Have you?
Yeah, that's where I first
That's the one you
tried
said
it.
you had before. Okay.
Yeah, and I like it just because it. Well, I've never really given it a flavor description, so this will be my first time. I really just liked it because uh, it was a good, nice, strong beer. But I'm sure I must have liked it for more than that, so I'll let you know right now.
So how is it? How is it versus the other beer you tried?
Oh, I haven't had it quite yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know right now. And then, so the only thing we can let our audience know is for the next show we will be doing a Halloween beer, some sort of Halloween beer. We're gonna see if we can maybe try and find, as much as some people might be sick of, some sort of pumpkin spice sort of beerish, maybe.
Rogue Brewery Dead Man's Ale.
Okay. I know Rogue.
I've heard of Rogue, yeah.
Yeah, I heard of them. Their beers always stand out. They have cool little graphics.
Yeah, Rogue is to the west coast what Dogfish is to the east coast, and I consider them to be some of the most innovative and forward thinking breweries that there are. Now, Rogue has done this Dead Man's Ale for I think the better part of like 10, 15 years at this point, and
Wow.
this is kind of one of my go tos, but it's also kind of hard to find. So it's kind of hit and miss. If you if you get a chance to run across the Dead Man's Ale, I really suggest that you guys pick that up.
Is that a seasonal beer, John?
No, actually, well, it used to be. It used to be one of their seasonal ones, but at this point, it gained so much popularity, it's kind of become one of their standards that they go through. However, it doesn't show up quite as much as the others. So you will have to do. I will put it to you this way: Dead Man Ale is pretty much, or the Rogue Dead Man is pretty much available everywhere,
Okay.
but you will have to do some research as to where it's available in your particular location.
That should be easy. But again, I'm talking to a man that went to California for a week and was able to purchase two very hard to find beers uh, pretty easily. You're pretty impressive. So, but yeah, Rogue is not going to be a problem. Let me ask you a question, John. Have you heard of King's Brewery by any chance?
I've heard of them, and
You
actually, I've
have
heard
heard
a
of them.
lot of people bring them up to me, but I have never had a chance to try any of them.
Yeah, my beer guy was saying that like they're very exclusive, and he's like they don't even sell to us. They don't sell to any like liquor store in particular. And the brewery is actually down the street from me, so I'm gonna have to investigate more. And
Huh.
I could bring. I'm gonna have to bring that to us. I'm gonna bring them. I was talking to Ray earlier, off camera. I'm gonna have to talk to them. I'm gonna knock on doors because I know if I talk, they'll listen. I heard they have some really interesting beers that are really good, and a lot of like talk of the town is they're putting out a good product.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, but it's like any brewery. They're kind of hit and miss, and let's be honest, the bigger a brewery gets, the more that gap expands too. You know, um, you're always going to have your flagship brews that they do, and then you're going to see a whole lot more seasonal stuff that comes out, and you're going to start to notice that breweries are going to take a whole lot more care on their flagship brews, their standard blends that they do.
Their bread and butters, right?
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You got to like
yeah.
Allegiant to the Space Dust. The Space Dust is an awesome, amazing product.
Yeah,
Ray,
Space Dust is a flagship, hands down.
right? Yeah, it is a flagship, and it's a great product, man.
You know,
I wanted to share. It's been my favorite beer for like 2 weeks. I've been wanting to share it with you.
Haha,
One
told
thing I
you.
wanted to ask you, yeah, John, I wanted to ask you before you try this Stone product, John, what is your take on Stone Brewery, and can you, I don't know, talk about Stone
Yeah.
from your own
All right, so
experience?
I've been drinking Stone for a long time. Like whenever I first fell into IPAs, they were one of the first IPAs, first Californian IPAs that
For
you could
sure.
find in the Midwest or on the Eastern Seaboard. And as you two know, I've spent most of my time in the Midwest and the South and the Eastern Seaboard. Not as much time as I would like to spend on the West Coast, but those are the brews that have made their way out in this direction. So they're your standard, like your Ruination IPAs, your standard Stone IPAs,
Arrogant,
Arrogant Bastard. Yeah, absolutely.
double
Those,
bastard.
yeah, those show up a lot. But some of their more exotic blends and brews and mashes don't really necessarily show up outside of the general circle of where their distribution is. So we get the basic flavors and different variations out here, but we don't get the full rainbow of flavors that they have to offer.
Okay. Do you respect them, like them?
I have a high respect for them. I really do.
Yeah.
I do think that they were. I think that Stone was adhering to a recipe and a flavor profile that, and here's where I get critical. I think they were adhering to a flavor profile that at this point is now starting to kind of fade out. So I think they're going to have to start rethinking a lot of their seasonal flavors and things that they do with that. But
Okay.
their IPAs are, Stone is a great name for it because that recipe, that shit is set in stone.
Ah, that's nice. And they have a perfect. It's always about branding, and you put a gargoyle like the Donnie Darko gargoyle kind of looking thing that they have.
Yeah, I tried that
Pretty
with
cool.
my home brews, and
Pretty
then they
fucking
sued
cool.
me, so I had to stop that.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah,
Isn't that cool?
the Argyle gargoyle thing didn't go
Yes,
off
it's
so
awesome.
well.
It's awesome. It's great. It's great. It's great. Yeah. Ray, please, fuck my life. How was that taste?
oh, it's fuck my movie line. No, it's fear my movie lines. Double
Fear movie
IPA.
Actually, no,
lions.
yeah, I'm really curious about that one. Like, how does that taste? What's the flavor profile like?
I've had this one before, but I never
Have
knew
you?
it had so many different like fresh squeezed strawberry, blueberry, grapes, and a hint of white sage
That
in it.
Really?
that's in it?
And yeah,
Really?
and now when I'm actually tasting it,
Uh huh.
it's just like a beer full of flavor, especially compared to this one.
You taste the
Like
fruit. You
I
taste like
I could just taste like this one just has like a way different. Even it's like a different color, looks more like orangey, but the flavor
drink
is
to the
just
line.
way more better.
Drink to the line right there. Tell me how you really like it. See the line?
No, this one's good. This one's got like it's way more flavorful than the other beer,
I
and
have to get it.
it is 8.5, 8.5. So it is 1% stronger than the
Definitely
Scorpion
strong enough.
Punch. It's 1% stronger than the Scorpion Bull IPA.
Yeah.
Uh, and now after having them both, I didn't realize how much more flavor this has. So
Really?
yeah, I would get this one over this one
No,
all
no.
day.
Okay, you would get it over that one, but would you like say you had Elysian, Space Dust, and you had Claremont,
Ooh,
and you had the
ooh.
ML? Which
Okay, yeah.
because
Good
now we're trying
question.
to compare. We're on battle. We're on battle mode right
Okay, so it's It's less bitter than space dust.
It's less
But
bitter than space dust.
Oh,
yeah, and
Wow.
really?
space dust is 9%. So it's like half a percent higher. But
Which
Space
is
it's
dust is not that.
ridiculous because it goes down so freaking smooth as it
Wait,
is.
wait.
I'm,
It,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this one's more flavorful.
than space dust?
Yeah.
You
no, no,
choose
wait.
that over space dust? I'm gonna have to
No,
try
no. Hey, hang on. Scale back. Ray, which one do you choose over Space Test?
it.
Uh,
FML.
yeah.
The FML.
FML double IPA. Stone FML. See, I gotta turn the can upside down to make it look right for you guys.
Fear Movie Lions.
All right, got it.
That's just a cool ass name.
Yeah,
That's pretty
but
fucking
this is the
rad,
way
man.
they
I'm a
I
movie
love
lion.
this is the way they print it, so they make you feel like you're already fucked up before you even buy it. Like,
Yeah. Did you
is
know
this
that?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas or what?
Did you know that's weird? Because New Era, the hat company, they're branding all the logos backwards now too. Like it's a trend.
Hmm.
Like LA backwards, or whatever. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I highly recommend this one. I still recommend this one, but if you're
I
gonna
don't know, bro. I believe
choose
you.
choose between both of these, I'm gonna go with this one all day.
I think that you really like the FML because you really
Yeah,
are boosting it up.
I
I'm
am.
excited about that one.
And overall, what are you gonna give as your final verdict on your beer?
My beer, I'm still gonna give it out of we'll do John's. Was it 5? What was it before, John? I forgot what it was.
It was
Ray?
Frosty Mugs, I think.
5
Mm.
Frosty Mugs. I would give it out of 5 Frosty Mugs. I would give it. I would give it just because of the punch. I would give it 3. Um,
Hmm.
Mm.
but as far as the beers that I like today, I wouldn't choose this over any beer I drink right now.
I'm gonna give this one a 3 Frosty Mugs, and this one I'm gonna give it a 5 Frosty
You gotta give it
Mugs.
5,
5.
really?
Oh,
Is it
5.
really that good?
Uh,
5
he-
movie lions.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Well, hell,
gonna.
man, I'm hitting up my brother right now and
Yeah,
see
you
if he can
are.
grab me.
Yeah, you are. I'm gonna get it tomorrow. I promise you that.
And
Give me 1
so,
second. Give me 1 second.
well, I'm not sure, but we're pretty much going a little bit over past the hour. Our show's about an hour long, so wanted to thank everybody for joining in. Thank you for joining Drunks. Oh, let's see here. We might have. Oh no. All right. Uh, and and so yeah, thank you everybody for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the beer review show. We will be doing our next show on October 18th. And our goal is to try and do some sort of Halloween, maybe some sort of pumpkin spice flavored. We're going to see what Disneyland may have because Ty will be there. Maybe I will be there too. We might be going live from a bar. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you enjoyed it. Till October 18th. This has been Drunks episode with Coach Ray Z and Ty. Thank you everyone for joining. Till next time.